Hello guys and welcome to another video of mine. My name is Kara and I thought today I would give you a bit of a TBR tour. So basically all the books that I have not read yet but I already own. So let's go. I think I have around 25 unread books, which for me that's like the perfect amount because I'm a mood reader, so I need at least 10 books to choose from. Just a book from each genre basically. And yeah, then I also have some sequels or like other parts in the book series. And yeah, that's what we're working with. The first book that I want to talk about is A Court of Frost and Starlight, simply because I think it's not going to be on my physical TBR for long, as I'm planning to read this book in my current video, so basically tomorrow. And this is a novella in the ACOTAR series. This is taking place during the winter time, during the winter solstice, so basically Christmas, which is perfect, and I'm so happy. It follows different POVs, I think, in each chapter, and I don't think I have to explain what ACOTAR is about. We have seen it enough all over social media, so I just wanted to tell you this is one of the books that I want to read next. And then, of course, after A Court of Frost and Starlight, we have A Court of Silver Flames. This is the last book, or not the last, but the last book that is out already in the ACOTAR series, and I am so intimidated. This is around 750 pages, and it took me so long to read the rest of the ACOTAR series, just because I liked it, but I was not in the binging mode, and the font is so small, and the pages are so thin, so it took me a very long time to read them. And I know 750 doesn't like seem a lot, but this is high stakes fantasy, complex world building and all. Yeah, so I'm intimidated, but also I'm looking forward to be done with ACOTAR, simply because I could start with Throne of Glass, and everybody's saying that Throne of Glass is so good, but before I want to start with that, I still have to finish the ACOTAR series. So yeah. Then another romantasy is To Kill a Kingdom. I'm not a sea fantasy type of person, you know, like sirens and mermaids. I don't know, I don't like to read about it. I like watching movies, H2O, Mako and stuff. I loved it, but not much. I think I have read one book or two about like the sea and mermaids and stuff, and it's not my cup of tea. But this sounds so good, so I've still bought it. I also bought it secondhand, and I think I wouldn't have bought it otherwise, but it was €5. I don't know that it's a very beloved book. So yeah, basically it's about Princess Lyra and Prince Elian. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. But anyway, so Lyra is Siren royalty, and Elian is the heir to the most powerful kingdom in the world and captain to a deadly crew of siren hunters. So we see there's enemies to lovers. I don't know what is going to develop. It sounds cool. It really sounds cool. I think it was popular a while back, but still I want to read it, and it sounds really good, so maybe I'm going to read it actually really soon. I'm not sure. So yeah, this was To Kill a Kingdom. And then next we have These Violent Delights and Our Violent Ends. And this is also a book series that I bought secondhand, and you can see it by the difference of size. I hate that. That's why I usually buy like book boxes, because I hate that, and somehow it's always happening to me. The Cruel Prince trilogy, not perfect. My favorite book series of all time, Adult Education, is not perfect. My other like favorite universe, Twilight, somewhere in the back, it's not perfect. It's infuriating, but I'm trying to work with it. And actually, I think I would have preferred it in the big size, because I like big books. I don't know if this is just me, but look at how cool. First of all, I can flap it open. Comfortable. And the font is big. So comfortable. Whilst this book is so stiff, and I can't really open it without cracking the spine. Anyway, so this book is about Shanghai, and I don't think it's fantasy, if I recall it correctly, but this is a dark twist on Romeo and Juliet, and it's taking place in Shanghai 1926. And the two main characters, Juliet Kai and Roma, are basically from two different gangs, and or I think at least there's a feud with two gangs, and it's just a lot of plot going on. I couldn't really tell you because I'd love to be surprised. Next, we have Jane Eyre. I don't know if this comes as a surprise. Um, okay, guys, next we have Jane Eyre, or Eyre. I was not sure right now. Um, I'm not sure how to say this. This seems like I'm very an uneducated person, but I wanted to read this book as I wanted to do like a reading like Rory Gilmore for a week, but I didn't do that because I was in the middle of reading Harry Potter and I had so many video ideas for autumn, and then I had to do so much. I worked at a pumpkin patch and I didn't have time to do that video. But if you still wanted me to like do that video, just write it down below and I do it sometime else. This is a classic and it's super short, so I might read it at the end of the year, trying to catch up with my reading goal, because I think I can read it in one day. And it's a classic. I don't have anything to say about it. I know the copy's a bit ugly, but this was my mom's. It was for free. Yeah. And then we have Billy Summers by Stephen King. I have read Dolores by Stephen King before, and it was so good. It was a 5 stars. It was like so different from all the books I have read in the past. I can explain how much I like it. And I got Billy Summers last year. Somebody, like my Secret Santa, gave it to me and I was really happy. It's just I think it's a travel-sized, or you know what I mean, book, because Billy Summers is a thick book and the font is super small, so I might read it online or listen to it as an audiobook because I think it will be really painful to read it, and actually accidentally cracked the spine already. But yeah. Oh, and then another book that I wanted to read for the reading like Rory Gilmore video was Dead Poets Society. Actually a friend of mine is a huge fan of Dead Poets Society, and I might want to read it just to see why she likes it so much. This is also one of the books that I have from my mom, and this is also very short, so I might read it this year. Probably not, maybe. And now we talk about 5 books that are really not known, that they were presents from my sister last year. Christmas, I think, even. And I don't know where she gets the books from, but she always has like super niche books from indie authors or like people that you don't know about. So the first one is Last Words. I also wanted to read, by the way, all of these books in fall, but I didn't, because they're all cozy fantasies, or like not fantasies, cozy mysteries. So this one, it even says Cozy Murder Mystery Book 1, Last Words. I know it looks funky, but I kind of like it. I'm intrigued by that style because it looks like it was created by Word, you know? But yeah, basically there are 3 different short murder mysteries. The book is super short. The font is huge. This book seems like really a chill time that, you know, I think this would be like a great book in between a 24-hour readathon, to like a power cleanser, basically. So yeah. And then we have The Patient, Beyond the Veil, book 1. So this book I have no idea what this book is all about. No idea. I've never read the back, but it looks cool. Like, comment down below if I should do like a mystery reading vlog, reading all of those super niche books. But it looks cool. After that, it looks cool and feels cool, and yeah. And then we have Twisted Tales from the Northwest, and that's just a collection of short stories with all kinds of different supernatural beings in here, which also looks cute. Then we have Not Like Us, and this is best-selling mystery series. what? This is like a famous book, Ava Strong. It says on the back, I'm not sure. But I'm just gonna read the back. She barely escaped a serial killer in the Pacific Northwest, and now he is hunting her again, or is he? Ilse Back, a niche expert in serial killer survivors, has faced many monsters and seen shocking cases, but this one may be the worst of all. It sounds so cool. It sounds really cool. I should read them. I should really read those books. And then we have Lost Lamb, and this, I think I even read 30 pages of this book. It takes place in the mid of the 1960s, and Deirdre Ann is a 12-year-old like girl trying to solve the disappearance of, I think, her classmate. Yeah, her classmate Jenny, and also looks cool. Also is super short. So again, a power cleanser. Then we have Caraval, and I'm not sure, I might be selling the copy as I do want to read the whole Caraval trilogy. And this is again like a travel size. It's so short. It's so, I hate stiff books. This is a really stiff book. And again, the font being the smallest font out there. So I might be selling this book and then I'm going to buy the whole series. But I thought it looked cool. So Caraval, also romantasy, or I think there's fantasy in it. Yeah, and you probably heard about this before. Caraval is a magic mystery adventure thing. I think Caraval, yeah, it's a week-long performance, and basically there's the setup for the whole plot is cool. Sounds cool. Then I just want to show it. I recently got into F1, my favorite driver being Charles Leclerc. So I have this book for kids. I have started with just cool facts, 101 facts about Formula One. This is such a bad picture, but I'm in love with his girlfriend, Alexandra Saint-Amand, my favorite person out there probably. So I just wanted to show it, by the way. Okay, then I have the Old Money book, How to Live Better While Spending Less. I've bought this book years ago and I haven't really read it because back then it was too sophisticated and like too complex to understand. But now that I'm older, I'm probably going to understand it and might find them even more interesting. I bought the book whilst Old Money was like super popular and I wanted to be Old Money so bad, even though it doesn't work that way. But this is more of a approach into what is really happening and basically what their habits are like, also in the financial way, not that much about society, if you know what I mean. You know, so my expectations were wrong, but it's still a very interesting book and I still want to read it because it's I'm very interested in into the secrets of America's upper class. So, and then quick, oh my god, rundown. I have the last 4 books of the Harry Potter series left to read. This is a book box that I bought and that's why I still have the 4 books left. I don't really have to tell you anything about Harry Potter as well, I think. So this is definitely on my to-do for next year. I'm going to finish the Harry Potter world, or the Harry Potter series at least next year, or in the first quarter of the next year. And I do have 2 books that break my rule of being on my physical TBR. They like card because they're too pretty. I have this beautiful The Great Gatsby and Other Works edition. It's like so, I think it's the prettiest thing I own. And it's so old. I could never like carry this on like the train, but I have to do a cozy reading day and whilst lighting a candle and then reading the works of Francis Scott Fitzgerald, my last name, my buddy. Yeah, and it looks so pretty, so gorgeous. And then the other special edition I have is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Other Stories. Yeah, those are just stories by Lewis Carroll, and it just is so pretty as well. And they look great next to each other. They're typically back in there. On the right I have Twilight, and on the left I have those pretty books. So yeah. Okay guys, actually I did have more books, but I plan on selling some of them as I didn't want to read them, or books that were presents or stuff like that. I did not show them because I plan on selling them and I don't plan on reading them. So in my opinion, that doesn't count as a physical TBR. This was just a short video in between because it takes me such a long time to read, like to film and like edit my actual reading vlogs or reading challenges. So I thought I'd just do a quick video in between about something else. I don't know how it will work, but I have only 7 followers, so actually who cares? Yeah, I hope you like my videos. And yeah, if you would like to follow me and like this video, I would be so happy. And yeah, see you next time.